Mongolia is a landlocked country in East Central Asia. It is a nation with rich resources. Not only does Mongolia host impressive coal reserves, the country also shares its border with China, the world's largest coal consumer, as well as resource-hungry Russia. Aspire Mining is a coal resource company, and their primary focus is in Mongolia and the development of their 100% owned Ovut coking coal project in the north of the country.
The core business of Aspire Mining is to search for, develop quality coking coal projects in Mongolia. We got involved with the project essentially because it had scale. It's a very large basin. The project area is over 500 square kilometres. It's a big company project. There are only a couple of new coal provinces around the world. I'm referring to Moatiz in Mozambique, and I'm referring to where we are in Mongolia. Each of them are stranded in terms of infrastructure, and each of them are two prime examples where large quality coking coal deposits will draw infrastructure and rail, because simply there is a shortage of quality coking coal in the world at the present time.
Aspire is a very unique company. It's probably one of the first foreign invested with substantial Mongolian influence and ownership in its structure. It gives local knowledge in addition to Aspire's very strong technical know-how and management team's skill.
Aspire Mining is essentially a Mongolian-Australian partnership. Garnakar Zindurason is one of our key directors, and he's been a fantastic support in country, and the other two major shareholders that we have are great supporters of the project. So we're a bit unique in that we have a large amount of shareholder representation from Mongolia, as it should be. This is a Mongolian asset.
In 2011, Aspire aims to further upgrade the current Ovut Basin resource to better define coal occurrences through undertaking an expanded drilling program, which will include near-surface resource extensions and regional drilling. Aspire also plans to complete quality analysis and work to progress the development of key infrastructure, including its access to rail facilities.
Mongolia is significant for us because it presented us with a great opportunity to get into the resource sector, and its location means that we're close to 65% of the world's coking coal market. Between Japan, South Korea and China, it's 2/3 of that market. The geology is fantastic. The reason the Ovut project stood out was because of two reasons. One, the apparent size of the deposit and the possibility of large expansion and the potential for a large resource. And also the quality data was outstanding. It was a very high quality coking coal, and you don't see those every day. So as a geologist, you go, wow, that's interesting, and you follow it up.
Being Mongolian and looking at it from a Mongolian perspective is that the country needs infrastructure. We need to finance it with the private industries, cooperating government and companies. It's a public-private partnership.
Aspire established something called the Northern Mongolian Rail Alliance, and the purpose of that is essentially to bring together all the different parties in and around the Khuvsgol province, and particularly around the provincial capital of Moron, who would benefit from a rail link being connecting Moron to Erdenet and therefore to the rest of Mongolia and therefore to the rest of the world.
I think of mining industry in Mongolia as an industry that would define the future of Mongolia. It will provide the basis that would be essential for developing the country in the 21st century.
The company recently announced that Ivanhoe-controlled South Gobi Resources has taken a 19.9% interest in Aspire. This strategic partnership will lead to fast-track development of the Ovut coking coal project. It will speed up the company's transformation from a coal explorer to a coal mine developer, while giving it the ability to capitalize on strong near-term coking coal prices.
The South Gobi transaction came pretty much soon after we released our resource, and they were quite proactive in pursuing us. They've been in the country for many years, obviously part of the Ivanhoe Group, very successful in Mongolia, and they really saw that we had something special and wanted to get involved at an early stage. We certainly benefit from both the investment they've made, but we also entered into a strategic partnership with them, which, given that we're a small company with a large asset, it's excellent to be able to have their experience and background in Mongolia to tap on.
Having been involved with the whole Oyu Tolgoi project, it was a wild ride as a geologist, drilling holes, spectacular results. I get the same feeling with Ovut. It's a massive project, potentially huge and very exciting, and I'm looking forward to being part of developing it.
From my personal point of view, exploration success always excites me. It's very rare, actually, that you do have exploration success. It's even rarer that you find exploration success that's of a commercial scale, and even rarer again, you find exploration success that finds a world-class project. And I think we've done that already, so that's very, very exciting. And I've been in the industry for 20 years, and I can tell you it rarely happens.